Hello, welcome to Vishwablooms. Today we are moving on to the next topic, more on C language.
So today we are going to learn about control statements and conditional statements. Now we are going to explain about control statement. Control statements are used to change the sequence of program execution. So it is nothing but this control statement will change the sequence of the program of execution. There are three types: conditional control, unconditional control statement, looping statement. Now we will discuss about conditional control statement. Conditional control. This statement are used to change the sequence of program execution based on conditionals. This is nothing but we also know in control statement we will tell the sequence of program. So they will only change the sequence of program execution. In this, it is based on the conditionals they will execute. There are four types: simple if else, nested if, else if. Now we will go on to simple if. Simple if. The if statement without else is called simple if. Syntax: if condition, this is a flower bracket, braces. Statement 1. If statement 1 is checked or processed, then it will go to, this will execute. Then it will go to statement 2. Afterwards, the program will be corrected. The program will be executed from the process.
On
If the statement is if else, the if statement with else is called if else statement. Syntax: first the whole process should be evaluated. Semicolons are compulsory. In old thing I did not say about it. Now I am covering it. Next, so if statement 1 is executed, then it will go to statement 2. Then statement 2 is also executed, then statement 3 will execute. If statement 1 is wrong, it will directly go to statement 2. It is correct or not. Then it will execute the statement X. Nested if. The if statement which contain another if is called nested if statement. Now we will learn syntax. So this whole process is evaluated. Then conditional 1 is true, then statement 1 will execute. And condition 2 is also true. This both are true means condition 1 will execute. Then condition 1 is true, then condition 2 is false, then statement 2 is executed. If condition 1 is false and this is nothing, then statement 3 is executed, then statement X. So the whole process is evaluated. Then the conditional 1 is true, conditional 2 is nothing. Before going into syntax, what is else if we will know here. Else if. Else if is another type of nested if. Okay. So syntax: if condition 1 is executed, then it is true. The statement 1 is true. If condition 2 is executed, the statement 1 is true and the statement 2 is false. Then, okay, fine. Next, the condition 2 is, 3, the statement 3 is, no. Again, I am explaining it. If condition 1 is true, then the statement 1 will execute. If condition, in condition 2, if statement 1 is false and statement 2 is, statement 1 is false and statement 2 is true, then the statement 2 will execute. Next, if condition 1 is false and condition 2 nothing, then statement 3 will execute. And next statement X will execute. This is the process of else if. Now we will discuss about switch statement. Switch statement is an extension of if-else statement. The switch makes one section when there are several choices to be made. So the para is nothing but it tells about if-else statement. It is a part of if-else statement. If-else statement is nothing but the if with else is called if-else statement. So the switch is there now, it makes one section of statement, one section when there are several choices to be made. So there is so many choices to be made in one section. The direction of branch taken by the switch statement is based on the value of any int variable or expression. So this switch statement is taken the value of int variable or expression. You know that int is nothing but in 32 keywords we discussed a one part int. So in few applications instead of void main we use int main, because in a few applications it won't work. That's why we use int main. Next I'll tell the syntax of switch statement. Now switch statement syntax. Switch variable. Any variable A to Z, small or capital. Open braces. Case constant 1. Constant 1 means statement. You can write any statement. Suppose your name, my name ABCD. So then you should write break so that line will break in your output. Case statement 2. Statement 2. I am studying in something. Break. So next case statement 3. My school something. Break. Next, how many ever statements you want to include, compulsory you should write case constant 4. Then you should write your statement whatever you want and you should mention the numbers. It is compulsory, and semicolon is also compulsory in everything, or else it will keep on showing you the errors. Next, last part, case constant n, statement n, break. Again again it will come. Default statement, break. So your default statement is nothing but this topic and closed braces. So whatever statement you write here, every statement, and this dotted lines will show that how many statements you are writing. You should mention the numbers. And next, so in your output what will come? You wrote here break. So whatever you write, suppose your name, one line space break will come. Again like that every statement it has. And this is about the switch. So if you write the statement, it is a continuous. So if you write this, it will move on. It is continuously going on, and it is immediate exit, means going out from this file. Unconditional control statement. Now we completed our conditional statement. Now we will come to unconditional control statements. Are used to change the sequence of program execution without using any condition. So this is nothing but for executing the program we will not use the conditional. Example is nothing but goto. Now we will discuss about goto conditional statement. So C supports goto statement to branch unconditionally from one point to another in the program. So C language supports the goto unconditionally from one point to another in the program. See, if you have a program, so this C supports goto from one part to another part, means from one program to another program. The goto requires a label in order to identify a place. So this goto statement requires a label in order. So a label means a tabular form is required to identify the orders. To identify the place where the branch is to be made. So to identify the place, so where the branch is to be built. Suppose I am staying in Kardaspura. Our branch is some
Nagarbavi.
something like that. So it is like that. A label is any valid variable names. So a label is nothing but we can write any valuable val names and must be followed by a semicolon. So if we write a label, always we should follow a colon. Sorry, a colon. The label is placed immediately. Sorry. So placed immediately before the statements where the control is to be transferred. So suppose if you want to transfer anything, it is immediately if we write anything, it will identify and it will transfer to you. Go to tab and go to tab you should write go to label you should write the content and label statement. Label statement content go to lab. So these arrows are represented as go to lab label. So label. So this is going to label some address something. This is label, this is going to label. Break statement. This statement causes an immediate exit from the innermost loop structure. So this is nothing but we already discussed this part in switch. So that's why we will use this statement in switch also. So this is nothing but immediate exit. So whatever you write, this will exit very fast. And this is used when an exit from the loop structure is required other than testing it at the top or bottom. So this process is used when the loop structure is required other than the top or bottom for testing purpose. This is used. This can be also used in, as I told in first only, we can also use this in switch statement. Now we will discuss continue statement. Continue statement causes the next iteration of the loop structure. So continue statement is nothing but it will keep on going or continuing the next statement. This statement cannot be used with switch statement. Switch is nothing but that is a break. So it is an immediate program, immediate execution. But this cannot be applied to switch statement because it will break. It is similar to break statement, which is applied with do or while loop. The condition testing takes place with the for loop next iteration. So this condition only takes place with do or while loop. Do or while loop is nothing but we have a next condition looping statement in that these two are two parts in it. So we will discuss it very detailedly. With do or while loop, the condition testing takes place. For loop, next iteration takes place. So what happens with these two? We will test them. Looping statement. A portion of a position of the program that is I spelled wrong. The portion of the program that is executed repeatedly is called loops. So this loop is used for executing repeatedly, which something you gave 1 to 10, it will always keep on coming repeatedly same thing. So this is used for executing. There are three types: for loop, while loop, do while loop. Now we are going to discuss for loop. For loop. It is the most common major programming language. So this for loop is mostly common in major programs. Generally, the for loop is used to repeat the execution statement for some fixed number of times. So this for loop is used for repeating the execution statement. Syntax for initialization, conditional, increment / decrement. So you don't know what is initialization, condition, increment, decrement. Next I'll explain you. Statement. So what is if you know what is this all, then you will understand the syntax. Where the statement is singular, compound. First only we discussed what is compound statement. For loop, initialization is the initial expression using assignment to the loop control variable. So this is nothing but it expresses the initial expression using the assignment to the loop control variable. So this is performed once before the loop actually begins execution. So this assignment performs before the loop actually begins execution. So this will tell that when the assignment is there, before that this loop begins execution. Condition is the test expression which evaluated before each iteration of the loop, which determines when the loop will exist. So condition is nothing but testing the condition which is evaluated, means whole process is evaluated. It is correct or wrong, and that loop is exist or not exist. This condition checks. Increment is the modifier expression which changes the value of loop control variable. So this is nothing but this changes the value of control variable. So in this expression is executed at the end of the each loops. While loop is the best suited to the repeat a statement or a set of statements as long as some condition is satisfied. So while loop is nothing but it can repeat the statement which is so long repeatedly. Syntax, initial expression, while. So this whole syntax will be evaluated. Suppose the condition is true. So the condition is true means the statement will be also true. Again we should wait for the condition is false. Then only the statement will be false. We should check. In this, if the condition once is true, again, next time it should be false, or else this program won't work. After evaluating the whole, then the body is executed. Do while loop. The expression is evaluated after the body of loops is executed. So in this, the expression is evaluated. First, it is checked the body of loops. Then it is executed. In case the while loop expression is evaluated before executing the body loops. So in this case, if the while loop is there, no, it is evaluated before executing that body of the loops. Now syntax of this. Do statement 1. So this program is evaluated. It cannot be executed one or more times. It can be only executed 1 or 2 times, that's all. And in this, if the statement is false, it will not execute. 3. Nested loops. This is some small part. C allows nested loops. That is a loop within a loop. So C will allow the nested loop, nothing but loop within a loop. The nested loops are generally used when we want to run the program. When we want to repeat the repeatedly by placing the entire program within a loop, such as while or for loop. So the nested loop is nothing but which is used for running program repeatedly. Repeatedly the entire program, whatever we gave the answer again and again. So such as while or for loop. So practicals are shown in a lab next class. You will understand very clearly.
Every topic will be explained very detailedly with an example and how to run it, and that and all will be explained in the practical class. If you like our video, do like, share and subscribe to Vishwablooms. Thank you.